Hey guys, this is your girl ZJ back with more Crime Scene Investigation, Case 3, Daddy's Girl, Part 12. I know I said Part 12 in the last video. I can't keep track, so just don't listen to me in that part of the intro. So, we're now going to Doc Robbins and have him shed some light on the case. And basically run a tox report on the blood. See what was in that blood.
Consider it done. Check back for the results.
We immediately ask him, has he gotten the tox reports back?
I have clean. No drugs indicated at all. Then what was Carrie using needles for?
Oh, that's very, very strange. Very interesting. Oh wow, we can look at the sink. Well, normally there's a body here, so fortunately there isn't. This is always the creepiest part of the game, is looking at dead bodies. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and go talk to Michael, because maybe Michael was, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange that Michael would have anything to do with the needles, but he might know something about the keys, you know what I mean? Like having a third key to the apartment. It's kind of strange, so.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Michael Dubois. Oh, not just the key, the bookmaking operation.
What? Listen, this is supposed to be a missing persons deal or a murder. What does this have? How did... Found my records, huh? Thought I'd misplaced them, or maybe Carrie had taken them.
Is that the real reason you decided to break into her desk before calling the police?
Okay, it is. But so what? That doesn't mean I killed her, beat her bloody or anything. I just saw all that red everywhere and knew you people would give the place the treatment, and if those records were there, better I found them than you. But I didn't find them, and you did. Where?
Okay.
Lucy's office. What the... Why if... I have no idea. Unless that bitch stole them for some sick reason.
Bookmaking outside the system is frowned on even in a gambling town like Vegas, especially in a gambling town like Vegas. You need to keep better track of your records.
Okay, let's talk about the key.
She had a key to my... Damn it! Is there anything that conniving little monster won't do? How should I know how she got the key? Stole it from her sister, maybe. I sure as hell didn't give it to her. Like to wring her scrawny little neck.
Not the smartest thing to say in front of a homicide detective.
Oh, just popped out. I have this tendency to, you know, let off steam. Wouldn't you be wound a little tight if you'd had the day I had?
Yeah, I don't know. Can't answer that. Ooh, let's talk about the drugs.
This morning I'd have said that was crazy, the idea she'd do drugs. Now, what do I know? Up is down, down is up, black is white, white is sharp frickin' truce.
Okay. So, yeah, this guy is so creepy. I mean, I would just say he did it. But, you know, we have to process the evidence and let the evidence tell us who did it. With that being said, let's go back to Brass's office and see if we can get a warrant for Lucy.
Yep, that hypodermic needle ought to inject some confidence in a judge. Let's go.
Let's ask her why she had Michael's bookmaking documents.
So you found those? Need any further convincing that this guy is a total pawn scum? I took them from his apartment, yes, because I wanted something to really show my father what sort of lowlife his precious little girl was getting ready to marry. A blessed union that stood to taint our family and our business with guilt by association.
I'd have thought you wanted to protect your sister from a lowlife like Dubois.
Carrie was past listening to reason, and I don't remember when she ever listened to me. Meek though she seems, she makes her own choices. My responsibility is the business my father worked so hard to build.
Okay, and talk about the spare key.
Stopped in one day to deliver a copy of my father's will to Carrie, only she wasn't in. I have a spare key for her apartment for emergencies. Whatever squabbles we might have, we're still family. Anyway, I went in and stumbled across that spare key to Dubois' apartment. Thinking fast, I went out to my car and got some ski wax out of the trunk, made an impression, and had a key made that very afternoon.
So you helped yourself to a good hard look around his apartment.
The guy is slime, and you know it, and I know it. I knew damn well I'd find something on him. Frankly, I expected to find drugs, but what I did find works just as well to demonstrate what an amoral loser Carrie hooked up with.
Okay, what about the knife?
No! I didn't go there to plant anything. I just looked for evidence of his low-life character.
So you had a key, and you knew Carrie was getting everything in your father's will. Perfect opportunity to get rid of Sis and claim your rightful share of the family fortune.
Yep.
Especially with that scumbag fiancé just waiting to be fit for a frame.
Listen carefully. Carrie and I have had our problems. I don't like her, okay? But she's my sister, and I love her. I would sooner kill myself than harm her. And anyway, why would I? She already signed the casino over to me.
That's true. But what about the box of needles? That's kind of weird.
I found those needles at Carrie's place when I was dropping off the will, remember? They disturbed me, obviously. If she got herself involved in drugs, I'd have to... I don't know what. Certainly, I intended to confront her about it.
Is that why you left that note?
Well, I was pretty angry. I figured with all the opportunities Carrie had heaped upon her in her short life to get involved with drugs, and that's what I assumed, though I suppose it could have been an illness or something. Anyway, I was bent out of shape, out of concern for her. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. Well, there's only one thing left to do, which is talk to her, the guy she had an affair with, Alex. I mean, they came from that hospital, and Alex would know way more about that than anyone else. So...
How should I know? She could have taken them from the hospital on one of her visits to her father, couldn't she?
Your fingerprints are on the box.
I work at the hospital. Could be a coincidence. I wouldn't put it past her, getting in my locker and taking them from there.
Keeping needles in your locker, that's standard for a nurse?
Hell, I keep all kinds of things in my locker. Not storing. More like dropping stuff off when I'm on my way to here or coming from there, you know.
We're talking employee locker? Here at the hospital?
I suppose we are. No big deal, right? Don't you have a locker at work?
We can get a warrant now for Alex, but I want to clean up a little bit. So I'm talking like going back to the morgue possibly, and there's some evidence that we can bring to Doc's attention.
I don't have anything for you right now.
Darn. Well, how are we going to process that? Let's go to the lab. I want to make sure all the ducks are in a row before I start.
What's up? Need a hint?
No, I don't want a hint. I want to red tag my items.
Doc Robbins might be able to help with this. Doc Robbins might be able to help with this.
Fine. Let's go ahead and get that warrant.
Nice work. Time to breathe some fresh air into that locker of his and see what he's hiding.